Welchman Hall Tropical Forest Reserve, better known as Welchman Hall Gully, is located in St. Thomas, Barbados and sits about 800 feet above sea level. Welchman Hall Gully is about 3/4 of a mile long and is home to a number of tropical plants and trees, including nutmeg, clove, cocoa, coffee, citrus, palms, a bamboo grove, and other tropical fruits. Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, please click the subscribe and bell buttons to be notified when new videos are uploaded, and like, comment, and also share the videos with your friends and family.
Alright, this is just a little diagram of what you'll actually see as you went here now at the gift shop. This is the gift shop, where you will go up the stairs up there. That will be the left gate. You will get to the monkey feeding platform and the tree house. Also on the right is a pond. Yeah. They feed the monkeys when the monkeys get here.
Right,
So
around 11 o'clock or so they come? Or?
Yeah, they normally come for that time.
Ah, okay.
But sometimes they do stray off, you know, it's a little off and on. But they'll be here. Every day they do come.
Every day they come.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And everything is all up to you.
All right.
All right, so have a good walk.
I will. The geology of Barbados as a coral island includes a number of underground caves, of which Welchman Hall Gully was once one. When the roof of an underground cave collapses over time, it usually forms a valley-like shape. Welchman Hall Gully came into existence as a result of the collapsed roofs of caves. The southern section of Welchman Hall Gully is still geologically connected to the adjacent Harrison's Cave, which is the uncollapsed part of this geologic site and also a popular tourist attraction. Huge stalactite and stalagmite mineral deposits left over from the gully's prior existence as a cave provide evidence of the gully's origin as part of a massive cave system. Before Harrison's Cave was developed, locals used to enter through a passageway in Welchman Hall Gully. Be sure to climb the steps leading to the lookout point and gazebo to observe the panoramic view across the highlands of Barbados's east coast, the lush countryside, and the breaking waves of the Atlantic Ocean in the distance. Welchman Hall Gully is named after its first owner, who was a former soldier from Wales called General William A. Williams. He was banished to Barbados by Oliver Cromwell after losing the Battle of Bristol during the English Civil War in 1650. He established a plantation here and was the first to develop the gully, adding many exotic trees and an orchard. This is a specimen of the bearded fig tree, from which Barbados is said to have obtained its name. Los Barbados, meaning the bearded ones, is believed to refer to the hanging beard-like roots of this once common tree. The Jamaica evergreen tree is usually planted for shade, but despite its local name, it is a native of Asia and is of the same species as the bearded fig tree. This area is the Children's Adventure Park, which makes the gully a more exciting place for children, with its 80 feet long child-friendly zip line on which the children can slide down, a swing rope to glide through the trees, a tight rope to walk on, and even a tree house to pass the time. This is the green monkey feeding platform where a group of monkeys, over 30 strong, make their way to the feeding station through the forest each morning between 10:30 and midday to be fed by staff members who provide them with fruits for their breakfast and lunch. The tour takes the form of a self-guided stroll along a well-maintained shaded path with the freedom to veer off the pathway to explore the bamboo groves and other interesting cave formations. Plum rose is a fast-growing evergreen which is native to Malaysia. The wood of the tree is reddish in color and the fruit can be eaten either fresh or stewed. The extracts from this plant have been used to treat cuts, cracked tongues, itching, and gastroenteritis. Calabash is believed to have been introduced to the island by Amerindians. The dried shell was once used to make bowls and utensils. The fruit pulp is poisonous, but can be applied to wounds and also used as a cough syrup remedy. Colin Hudson's memorial is dedicated to British-born scientist and renowned environmentalist who came to Barbados in the 1960s and worked in the sugar industry. He developed the sugarcane harvesting machine and also invented harvesters for yam and cassava. Red sandalwood, also known as Caucasian beech tree, grows up to 15 meters high and is found only in a few gullies in Barbados. The scarlet seeds from the pod are used in goldsmiths' weights in India and also in local handicraft in the Caribbean. Bay tree is indigenous to the Caribbean. The leaves are used in cooking, but their main use was in the production of bay oil for cosmetics and toiletries, and also in the production of bay rum. Marica iris comes from southern Brazil. The flowers only last a day and bloom periodically from summer to early December. There are several springs found in Barbados' upper coral rock substructures. Welchman Hall Gully spring had fresh water for maybe thousands of years, but less than 30 years ago it stopped producing water. It is believed that someone may have tapped into it and diverted the water flow elsewhere. Ginger lilies are common in the Caribbean, though they originate from Southeast Asia. They bloom all year round and are used in ornamental gardening. A white flower is located inside the bright red petals. Mr. Ronald Tree was the first president and founder of the Barbados National Trust in 1961. And Welchman Hall Gully was its first property bought in 1962. He recognized the importance of the native plants which inhabited the gully and also contributed to many environmental projects. The gully is now being leased from the Barbados National Trust by Deborah Brinker, who is an environmentalist and educator. The macaw palm is a native palm found only in Gullies and is easily recognized by its hazardous black spines, which can be used as toothpicks. The red fruit of the macaw palm also contains an edible nut. The Guiana chestnut is a common house plant that easily grows in pots and is native to the swampy areas of South and Central America. One of 3 native palms found in Barbados is the cabbage palm, which is generally cultivated as an ornamental. The dried branch is used as a yard broom and the leaf sheath is used in basketry. In other islands, the heart at the center of the crown is eaten. Lady palm is a rare, slow-growing, multi-purpose palm which can only be reproduced by division and remains limited in supply. These palms are manageable and can live for a long time. The Cajon Palm is an exotic plant that has many uses. For example, the full leaves can provide temporary roofing. The heart of the palm is edible. The oil can be used for the skin, hair, and for healing dry, chapped skin, while charcoal is made from the hard shell of the nut. The cocoa tree or Theobroma cacao is cultivated for its fruit, which yields chocolate. However, the monkeys in the gully love these pods so much that a mature pod is hardly ever found. Theobroma means food of the gods. Bitterbark is a native tree of which the bark is extremely bitter. It can be used as a tonic for the treatment of indigestion and malaria. In the 18th century, it was exported to Europe for its medicinal properties. Here is a stalactite, stalagmite column. A coral limestone cap covers much of Barbados, where the surface rainwater filters down through the coral to underground streams and the aquifers become saturated with calcium carbonate, which is a main component of limestone. Stalactites are the calcium carbonate deposits left behind by water dripping from the roof of caves and cliff overhangs. Stalagmites, on the other hand, are the corresponding calcium formations that grow upward from the ground. By the way, Welchman Hall Gully is the home of the grapefruit, a citrus hybrid formed from a sweet orange and a shaddock, and developed in Barbados. The first reference to the grapefruit was in 1750, when it was described by Reverend Griffith Hughes, a botanist, as the forbidden fruit of Barbados, and it was also mentioned by George Washington in his Barbados Journal of 1750-1751 as one of the local fruits available at a dinner party he attended. Here is another example of the roof of a cave that collapsed. This rock was once a roof with the stalagmites now at the bottom. It is located close to one of the natural entrances to Harrison's Cave, which is still geologically connected to Welchman Hall Gully. Here, trees grow directly on the coral rock, which is quite porous and filters water, making it easy for some trees to grow on them without soil. The Chinese hat plant borders between a bush and a vine and is commonly found throughout the Himalayas to Bangladesh. However, in the gully, it has become very invasive, smothering many trees, but it is being brought under control. Creeping Charlie is a Caribbean plant of the nettle family, generally found in gullies as a ground cover, but it was almost completely wiped out with the introduction of African snails in 2007. Tree-like relatives of the creeping club moss plant flourished in the era of the dinosaurs. This is one of the few remaining members of this group of plants and is only found at this site in Barbados. The mammy apple tastes like apricot, and the ground seeds can be used as an insecticide. It is thought to have been introduced to the island by Amerindians. The flowers of the ylang tree are a source of oil which is used in hairdressing and perfumery. The roots of the palm trees grow straight down and are great for poolside landscapes. They can grow up to 100 feet and live for over 100 years. Brazilian red cloak is a native of Venezuela and is often used as an ornamental. Hummingbirds pollinate the flowers, some of which have beaks that exactly match the curve of the flower. The papagan tree is a native tree that is easily recognized by its large palmate leaves, which have been used locally to treat blood pressure and diabetes. The common name refers to the hollow leaf stalk that is used by youngsters as a pea shooter. The royal palm no longer displays its beautiful trunk, since it has been disfigured with markings. When a tree trunk is scratched or damaged, insects, fungi, and other creatures attack it, weaken it, or even kill it. Moreover, trees get water and nutrients from the outer layer of its trunk. So if the trunk is cut, the tree may starve. Therefore, it is never a good idea to inscribe names or etch anything on a tree, since it can kill that tree. The soil in gullies is often shallow, and for this reason, a lot of the tree roots are exposed above the soil. There are about 30 species of ferns and fern allies like these that were recorded as native to Barbados. If it's your first time here, please click the subscribe and bell buttons to be notified when new videos are uploaded, and like, comment, and also share the videos with your friends and family.